Hey everybody, it's your girl Sherry, and welcome back to another episode of Alleged Actually Podcast. Tonight is the Bravo Bestie breakdown, and I am joined by my Bravo Bestie Joey. Hey Joey,
Hello.
how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
It's going good. It's good that it's going. So for all of you that are new over here we do reality TV recaps, and occasionally we get into some pop culture segments as well. We are really heavy on the Bravo content over here. So if Bravo is your thing, honey, you have found your home. So don't hesitate. Go ahead and subscribe, share with a friend. Make sure you get that notification bell under your belt because, as you know, as new shows come up, the nights change. And so sometimes we will hop on different nights. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we are dropping content. And always, please leave us a comment. We love to hear from you and we will answer you back. And so on tonight, we will be recapping none other than the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Right now, my absolute favorite franchise. They have surpassed my dear sweet ladies of Salt Lake City in my book right now. Sorry, ladies.
I agree. I think it's better.
It is. It just is. I feel like these ladies, though they are, in Rhode Island, very wealthy, but I don't know. I find them a lot more real and relatable. Yep. Their stories, they give us, their backgrounds, their stories. Oh gosh, it's so interesting. They all are really bringing it, some more than others, but as a cast as a whole, they are amazing. They are amazing. So if you're not watching, listen, we're in 6 episodes. You got time to binge and catch up. Trust me.
It is so worth it.
So worth it. So this week we have the episode 6. So we're 6 episodes in, and y'all, it is giving every week. You know what I mean? Even on the weeks that we could say like, oh, okay, well, it's kind of filler. You're still learning something about someone. You're still getting background. It's like just part of the course. Like, it's just like they give you a few more bites to get you to the next meal. And you want more. And this episode was titled Newport, New Problems, because they are taking a cast trip to Newport. And to one of the sickest, hugest, oldest, grandest mansions.
I'm telling you. If you've never been to Newport, Rhode Island, I know you said you haven't, but you got to go. Many a time you take a drive around the Newport mansions. It is like, you think it's big on TV. In person, they are the most insane things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh. God, I've got to do it. No, one of our viewers actually left a comment that telling me the same. Like, okay, you need to go. Like, it is absolutely amazing. So, y'all, it is on my list of places to visit. I've already cleared this with the husband. So we are coming to Newport at a time to be determined.
Yeah. I mean, summer, God bless. It is very busy, but it's
so
hustle bustle. It's so much fun. It's so beautiful. There's the food and beverage scene.
Okay. Every week we talk about it, I'm just like, okay, more and more. I'm like, all right, hubby, we got to get there. But so the episode, like I said, they're taking a cast trip, and y'all, when we open the episode, we find out that Kelsey has officially broke up with her boyfriend, the boyfriend that affords this fabulous lifestyle that she lives.
I mean, God bless her, but girl, I would have swapped places or something. I mean, my God.
I know, Joey. But you know what? I thought about it. So Kelsey's in her 30s, and she wants the whole, the children, the husband, the family, the white picket fence. And I mean, she's got, I know. Like, I thought about it. I was like, okay, sure, you're looking at this through your 52-year-old eyes, where, you raise your kids, you're grown, whatever, and you know what money can do for you. The struggle game, you do that, like, oh, I'm so in love. Okay, yeah, well. Love is a beautiful thing, by the way. However, she is going to have a really hard time starting over, learning how to navigate. But I understand that when you have it all, you always want something that you don't have. And for her, it's the kids, it's the husband, it's the things. Because if you look around in her social group, these women are married. They have husbands, they have families. You know what I mean? That's a big part of the culture, the ladies that she's around. And though her, Joey's totally like, Sherry, you are rambling. And I am like, girl, you are talking.
In this economy, she ain't even going to be in a one bed. You went from 16,000 square feet. You're going to be in a studio and you're going to be working 2 jobs.
I know. And I mean, well, y'all, she's telling her good friend Liz all about it. And they're on FaceTime. Liz is the quintessential anchor. I mean, she is that girl for all the ladies, except for Ashley, because she doesn't know her that well yet. But she's just like this motherly force, or big sisterly force, however you want to put it. And she's listening, and she said, she's asking her, like, was it contentious or whatever? And she was like, no, we laid there together, embracing, because we knew it was at the end. He told me he understood that this is what I should do for myself.
Yep.
And Liz's comments like, wow, he didn't even fight for you. He didn't even fight for it. And let's be clear. He can have like several Kelseys. You know what I mean?
He'll just move the next one on in. It's like, it's nice that he said, I think you're doing the right thing for you. That's wonderful. But at the same time, like, okay, now I have this mansion back to myself. Next.
I know. And
next, I'm right here.
No. I know. God, I'm just like, woo, girl. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be culture shock. And then as we get in the episode, she'll bring up that, he still pays for things. And I just don't know that she's really ready to say goodbye. And the other guy that she's dating, obviously is not anywhere near on this man's level, wealth-wise. I
don't think many people are.
No, right. But he is like-minded in the sense that he does want a family and he does want to settle down. So we'll see. I'm here for you, girl. Love wins. Okay. So like I said, we know that the ladies are preparing for this cast trip. This trip is basically co-hosted between Alicia and Liz. And I thought it was so cool. But as the ladies are getting ready, we go over to Rosie, who is now talking about how misunderstood she is. Now, I thought about it, Joey, and I thought, okay, maybe, I get what she's saying. I thought it was kind of funny when she did the impression of Joel, and I could be like, hi.
Well, I will say my opinion on like the Rosie situation changed from this point in time to the end of the episode. It definitely changed for me personally, which I know we'll get into more.
Yeah.
But at this moment, no. Screw you, Rosie. She is a disaster. Yeah. That's someone that I do not want to be friends with. She is messy, not in like a fun way. If this really is her, that's kind of like sad. I don't know how she has like any friends. Because I'm listening to think for myself that I hope that she's doing all this for like the show.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Otherwise, she's a mess and a friend to no one.
Agreed. She tries to throw it off as she's being, that she's socially awkward. She's actually kind of shy and she's quiet. But that's not what she's giving on the show. So I agree with you, Joey. I was just like, okay, girl.
No, shy and quiet. You a mess. And you're a mess in front of cameras on national TV. I don't know about that.
Exactly. You're here to shake things up. And, depending on who you rattle, girl, definitely won't be Alicia again. I can assure you guys of that.
No.
No. And then we go over to Joellen and her sister, Jen. And she is still grieving the loss of her grandfather. And she was like, how can I be sad when we had 100 years? But she really, this was good that we got this background on Joellen. This is what I loved about this episode. we find out, her father, passed away early, and her grandfather stepped in as her father figure. He was always there. He walked her down the aisle. And so it's a big loss. This is when we also find out about the kind of estranged relationship that she has with her mother. Apparently, her sister Jen and her mom have a better relationship. And Joellen's like, why can't mom show love? And she's like, she does, but that's just not who she is. We find out that a lot of the intensity behind Joellen, particularly, we talked about this a little bit last week with the Rula situation and the Brian situation, is because she cannot stand for someone to tell her that she's a liar, which her mother did when she was a child. She felt very shut down. And then, y'all, we find out that she spent time at a place for like troubled children. And like she said, she's with kids that were doing like, did some heinous crime or like did these really outlandish, crazy things. Whereas she just maybe was a little bit more difficult because she just didn't conform like her sister. Maybe she had questions and she wanted answers for things and she wanted, it just.
Yeah. So and like, sad. I want like more. I hope that at some point we get a little bit more to like that story, because when she said that, like my heart initially just like dropped, because I automatically think of like Paris Hilton's story.
Me too.
And she was shipped off to like one of those things, and it's sold as, oh, like you have like a troubled child, like we'll help them, they'll come back, they'll be like da da da. But then like in the end, like now, like we all know, and like Paris Hilton, God bless her, she's going straight to heaven, using her fame to petition politicians, and she's in Washington and got like legislation passed for more oversight, because these people are verbally, mentally, physically, sexually abusing like these kids. So like when I heard that, I was like, oh God. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if we will get more to like the story or not, but I mean, God bless her. Either way.
I know. And then it made me also love the fact how she talks about how her husband is, all these things for her safe space. That's where she gets the love that she didn't get. And I thought,
yeah,
dang, he's even more fine now. I mean, no.
I mean, he was fine to begin with, but and loving. Oh,
I know, Joey. I'm like, oh, I love that for her. I do. Yeah, I really do. And so, I love, like I said, that's one of the things I like about them. They are transparent. They are giving. It's not, the fake facades. They're letting us in, and which makes for great housewife content. So at this point, we're getting ready for the Newport trip. Oh gosh, I love the vintage Rolls Royces. I mean, these ladies, because this mansion is very old. I think it was like the 100th celebration of, the house is built. It had like pieces from all over, like from Europe and everywhere. This mansion.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like a Newport mansion.
Listen, I could spend a freaking days roaming around and not see it all, Joey.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
It was sprawling. Is not even the best adjective for it. It's just like, I don't even know. I mean, it's so huge. I mean, what was it like? 20? Oh God, I didn't write it. 23?
28 bathrooms? Or no, 28 bedrooms?
Bedrooms and like 18 bathrooms or something like
20, that? 23 or 28 or something like that. Yeah, like bedrooms, like multiple bathrooms, yes. Like four kitchens or something. I don't even know. Like,
yes.
It's unbelievable.
It's freaking unbelievable, y'all. I was just like, wow.
I mean, like stained glass windows, yes. Like you said, like tile from like Europe on like the floor. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Exquisite. I mean, just something that that I wouldn't conceive of until I'm actually there looking at it and witnessing it.
Let me tell you right now, Potomac could never. They fighting over bedrooms and stuff, and they had 18 extra bedrooms.
I mean, any and everything you wanted. Everybody could have their own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a mansion, y'all. Okay. I was like, whew, okay. So, and then we find out that Liz, one of Liz's best friends, is very good friends with the owner of the home. And so, yet again, Liz being the connect queen, she knows everybody.
She really is. Also, did you notice though, like they packed like they were traveling for weeks?
They did. Yeah, they
And
did.
then this like little like old school Rolls Royce pulled up, and the first thing my boyfriend said, he's like, "Where's all like that luggage gonna go?" And I was like, "Well, not in like that car."
No, because back then they didn't even have trunks like that. I mean,
No.
it's
And they were
old
eating
school.
and drinking in like those cars, like.
I know. I thought, whew, okay, must be nice because I would be
Yeah.
sitting there like this.
Like, oh my God, is my carbon dioxide that I'm exhaling gonna ruin something in here?
No, right? I mean, y'all, literally exquisite. I was just like, okay, now that's a cash trip. Um, and may I also note that all the ladies are going, but there's no ruler yet. So,
Girl, bye.
mm-hmm.
So I read something interesting today. I don't know if this is true or not. On social media, which that Rula was originally cast as a friend of, which is
Ooh,
why we didn't see her in the first episode at all, and blah
okay.
blah blah. And then the storyline came about, which was just way too juicy, so they bumped her up to a full-time housewife.
Oh, I could so see that. That makes so much sense because yeah, she's definitely giving friend up. However, her storyline is that's tea. I mean, it's pivotal.
It's pretty front and
So
center. Pretty front and
yeah, it
center.
is. It really is. So that makes a lot of sense. I could okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Like Joey said, honey, Potomac could never because room selection goes very well. I mean, come on.
No.
Yeah. That's
Potomac,
nothing.
Potomac, they're in bunk beds. I don't know what's happening.
Literally in bunk beds. They did it on Atlanta. They've done it on well, then you had New York with Dorinda's what is it, the Blue Manor.
The
The
fish
fish
room.
room. Yeah. So, some of the cast before them have had their little their moments, with the room nobody wants, but not the case in Rhode Island. So
No.
okay, y'all, and then we do Alicia's doll tea party. Listen. No, I know the dolls were so freaking creepy.
I
However,
don't know what's going on with her and these dolls.
you know what though? I totally get her because growing up, I had an obsession over Barbies. I had you name it. I had them. I had these cases to put them in. I had the dream house, the car, the freaking, I mean, whatever. And I did not play about my Barbies. The only thing that I wish though is that I had kept them because I was a notorious. I get bored and cut their hair. Y'all, once you cut their hair, it's a wrap. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned a few tricks along the way now with like what is it? Softener. What is it? Fabric softener. You can style their hair if you use a little fabric softener because I mean it's like synthetic. So I mean there's that. There's more things I know to do. So yeah. But no. And then when I saw her collection of Bratz dolls, I was like, I am so listen, Joey, because Bratz was my daughter's era. And of course I bought her every single Bratz doll there was because you know why? I wanted to play with them. So I get Alicia. I got Barbies on my vanity right now. Mm-hmm. So I get it. Now I was not into the whole like the porcelain doll thing. They my mom had a collection.
That's like out of a horror movie.
Right. No, that I don't do. My mom went through that phase. She had a whole trio cabinet full of them, and she's still trying to sell them on Facebook Marketplace. So guys, if y'all want a porcelain doll, look up North Carolina, the Newport, North Carolina area. You'll find some. So please take them off your hands. However, she's planning this, whimsical. It's her, it's so Alicia, and she wants
she's something.
Each woman to pick their doll because it says a lot about the woman. And she reveals that her first obsession was with her Snow White doll, and if her hair was out of place, she would freaking have a massive tantrum. And I thought, okay, girl, you got me beat. I thought it was cute. So at any rate, the ladies dress up. They're all good sports. They pick their dolls. There is at the table, there is conversation about where is Rula. And some think, that she'll come later, whatever. Joellen is thinking, wow, it's just, why is she not here? Joellen also decides to make sure that she lets Rosie know that she looks like a hooker. Mm-hmm. I mean,
in Joellen's defense, her choice of words, which she did say, my choice of words were not probably great. I should have just said, you don't look nice, or whatever she said.
Right.
They're all in these like really fancy like gowns and dresses, and Rosie was in some like little like lace. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was not. I also, as much as I love her, I also did not understand Liz's attire. I was like,
It looked like a beach cover up.
It did, and then the whole hair wrap thing, and then her shoes, and she went on down with them. I thought, Liz.
I don't know why we continue to wear high heels in the grass. I don't know. Like, I mean, I forget who it was. I'm sure it was most of them. When they got to even like the picnic in like episode, like, I don't know, 1, they were wearing like Louboutin heels in the sand at the beach.
Yeah. Yes, honey. Yes.
What are y'all doing out there?
I don't get it. They have stronger ankles than I do. Mine would have rolled over and it would have been a wrap. That would have been the end of me at the cast trip. I'd have been off. EMS could have had me on the stretcher. I'd be off. It is a strong no. So I have a lot of respect for you, Liz, because even though you took a tumble, you got back up like a champ and you walked on.
Kept going on like nothing happened. Yeah,
sure did. Sure did, y'all. At any rate, not a whole lot, that went on at that. Anything you want to add to the doll luncheon? I mean, it was cute to see them all together for the first time.
It was fine.
I'll
support anything that Alicia does. I'll tell you right now, she's worried about being independent. I don't think she has anything to worry about, because every other scroll on my TikTok For You page is someone posting a cameo they got from her or she must be rolling in money. She's busting out cameos like left and right. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I've like seen like hundreds at this point. It is insane the numbers she must be doing on Cameo.
I love it. You know what? I want one. I want one for my birthday. As I've got to remember to tell my husband. He's gonna be like, "What is that?" I'm like, "No, trust me. I want it." And y'all, if I get it, I'm gonna share it with y'all up here because listen, I love her. I love her accent.
Yep. I'm telling you, I still hold near and dear to my heart my Lisa Vanderpump one. I have someone got for me. I got not as popular, a Jennifer Aiden one.
No, not as popular, but I mean, okay. That's cool though. I would love. It never crosses my mind. I have looked at the list before. Yeah. And she's kind of new, so maybe she won't be too expensive.
I think we looked like last night to like, get like a little hint of it. I think she's charging like $100.
Oh, we can do that. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, her cameos are not like 30 seconds. She's talking for like 5 minutes and goes off on all these like crazy like tangents, and it's just so funny.
I love it. I want one. So yeah, guys, when I will definitely be telling my husband, this is what I want. Yeah, gotta have it. The gift that keeps on giving. Mm-hmm. So y'all, at the next scene, we are getting ready for a masquerade dinner. Mask off. I really love this. I love how Liz is so introspective about things and very carefully thought out how she wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Each mask was handpicked for each lady with a very good explanation as to why. Like, she really gets these women, again, except for Ashley, because she doesn't know her that well.
And it showed in her mask.
Ashley got screwed. I'm like, girl, can you breathe?
I could not stop laughing. Poor Ashley.
She was a good sport, though, Joey. She waited her turn and kept that thing on.
I still question, was it a little bit shady on like Liz's part? Everyone has these like sexy masquerade masks with like feathers and And then Ashley's was just this one piece covered her whole mouth, her nose, everything. Gold, solid golds. It was just.
It was. And
Oh my God.
she looked so crazy at that table. I was like, poor baby. Like, what are we doing? Y'all, it was so funny. You're right, Joey. It could be a little shade because so far, I don't think Liz has kind of warmed up to her yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, and remember, Liz is the one that said to, I forget who she said it to. Oh, was it to Rosie on the?
Oh, it was to Rosie because Rosie told her
that they did.
Mm-hmm.
At Joellen's 4th of July party. Ashley wouldn't even like make eye contact,
Yes.
blah blah. So she was like, "Fine, you want to make eye contact? Here, take this solid face covering, and here you go." And she did. She sat there. She couldn't eat. She couldn't drink, and just waited her turn.
She sure did. She was a good sport. I had to give it to her. I was like, "Okay, you are earning your dues in this group." Yeah, I'm telling you.
People online are like hating on her. I love her.
Oh, she's great. I mean, like, very not problematic. I think, like I said, her only problem is aligning herself with Rosie. I mean,
I know, but
I mean, if that was who brought you into the group, how are you going to get in the group and be like, okay, be gone now? I mean, that would be wrong too, you know?
Right.
So, yeah. But like I said, Liz picks, each one of them has their own mask, carefully picked by Liz. They have, I guess he's a butler or house assistant or whatever, delivers each one to the ladies, and they come around the table. And the point of it is because she says, we all have these things, these facades, these masks that we put on. And so she wanted each woman to share something, and then take their mask off.
Which I know we're going to get to in a minute, but it's just really funny because I forgot for a second that was like the whole point of like the mask thing.
Yeah.
And really, Ashley should have just kept hers off.
You know what? I know. And I was like, girl, that's the best you could do. And crying again. I thought, oh, I'm back to my bachelor days. Girlfriend, you would think that all the it wasn't backlash, but I will say all the feedback that she got from that she would be, but that's just who she is, I guess, that she would be a little bit more conscious of like not crying for like nothing. I mean,
I don't know. We'll get to it, but it was actually so funny to me.
Yeah. I mean, I was really impressed that Joellen, she told them about her childhood trauma. She shared with the ladies. I mean, that was very touching. She made herself very vulnerable, which I get the sense that that's not, her, not what she leads with. You know what I mean? So It was clear they were having a bonding moment. Liz lets them know about the fact that, the way that she comes off, she's very guarded. She lost her mother very early. And so, the grief had her, really at the point where she was so afraid of losing anyone else. She kind of didn't let people in, which, they even show pictures from her mom and everything. And I thought, okay. And Ashley admits that, she's crying because she knows that there's going to be some hard times that are coming. She hasn't felt anything like that yet, but she knows they're coming. And it's like, what? And y'all see is boo-hoo crying. You just had Joellen, who has this traumatic childhood where didn't feel loved by her mother, still doesn't. Lost her father early and felt, not seen and not understood and all the things. And Liz's mom dies, early. And because of that and the grief and the loss, and that's the best you got, boo?
I haven't had any loss, and I'm just so terrified because I know it's coming, and how am I going to deal with it? Girl, put your mask back on.
I know. I was like, girl, put your mask on, get up and just excuse yourself. That was like, really? However, that's all she had, child. That's all she had. And then Kelsey shares with the group that though she's left her current relationship, but she lets him know that her ex is still paying for things. Why did she do that? Because now Rosie's like, oh, well, now, at least she used to could mask it and say he was her boyfriend. Now, he's just her sugar daddy. And I'm just like, girl.
I know. You know what
See?
it is? There's no other explanation than the fact that Rosie is jealous. She's a jealous
Absolutely.
hater.
What else could it be? And she's
I have
jealous.
no idea. Right. I have no idea. I mean, how does her relationship does not affect your life in any which way? So
At
stop
all.
talking about her.
Right. At all. And I mean, the girl was transparent about what it was and what it evolved to. I mean, she admits in the beginning she was okay with their arrangement and the fact that she knew there was someone else or whatever. But then there just became too many someones.
Yeah.
Right. Another one and another one and another one. And look, again, we make light of it. Her lifestyle is fabulous. But I'm here for the fact that, if you get to a point where you don't feel validated, loved, respect, it would be hard to walk away from all that. But then in regards to your happiness, they say, money doesn't buy you happiness, and it doesn't. It doesn't. You can have all the things and still be very, very miserable. So I truly hope, and I don't know if it's this guy, but that she finds a, really good guy and she finds her happiness, because that kind of sucks. I mean, this man is just, they're all objects. They're all objects. And I mean, let's be clear. She's in her 30s now. What happens when she's in her 40s and 50s? She's disposable. She has no claim to that house. I mean,
right.
He would be done with her. I'd rather walk away in my 30s where I still have, my youth, my good looks, and then, you know what I mean? Then
that's why I said episode 1, I hope for her that she's been stashing money on the side for when she ages out.
That part, because he gave her money, and let's just hope. I would hope.
I mean, I feel like she'll honestly, she'll be fine now, because the show is gonna change her life, right? So
Absolutely.
you haven't worked in 10 years, but not only are you gonna get paid from the show, and the show has been widely raved about, so obviously it's gonna whatever, but I looked, she's on Cameo. I don't know if anyone's ordering them, but I have not seen her. I have seen Alicia on social media, but she's on Cameo. Like I already said, she already came to Connecticut and did one appearance that I saw. She's gonna be doing these appearances. They get paid for them. She will be fine at the end of the day.
She'll get brand deals.
She's never gonna have what she.
No,
brand deals up the wazoo. I mean, that girl is walked off a magazine cover. I mean, she's
beautiful.
Perfection.
She is. She's beautiful. So, I mean, you're right, Joey. I mean, if it was a time that she's going to cut her losses and give it a shot, I'd say now's the time, because they are about to be Bravo darlings, honey.
Yeah.
They are about to, knock well, they already done it. They've knocked Salt Lake City right on out of that spot.
Right on out.
Yeah. So, I mean, timing, good timing if you were going to do it. So, and she says that, look, he still pays for things, but look, I was with him for 10, 11 years and he owes me. I mean, I've given him this much in my life. And I'm like, he didn't have to, though. No. But it's nice that he is. You know what I mean? Because obviously that means he cares about her in some regard.
True.
Yeah. So then at this point, Alicia shares her story. Now, I want to know what you thought on this, Joey, because she talks about how, her father left. It was painful for her because they were basically left homeless. And this driving Liz crazy because, remember, her mom, Alicia's mom, and Liz are very good friends. And she was like, girl, that is not what happened. You went and stayed with your grandparents. They had money. They had not. I mean, what? What did you think, though, Joey? I mean, it's kind of invalidating her feelings.
Yeah, it really actually kind of pissed me off, Liz's response, and the fact that she didn't just say it once, she kept harping on it, and I was like, okay, no friend of mine would act that way. And you know what? So you took the word homeless so literally. Like Alicia said, he literally ripped my childhood home away from me.
Right.
He left us with no home. We had to go live with my grandparents. I don't care if they had money. That wasn't the point of the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just so, and I thought of all the people for you to publicly disagree with that at this table right now and invalidate their story. Your girl that you grew up with Alicia, I don't Cece, I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It didn't.
And I felt like Alicia handled it way better than I would have. I would have been like, I'm sorry, bitch. Ain't no one talking to you or asking for like your
Right.
opinion.
Right. This is
You want
my
to talk
story.
about? Want to talk about your stuff? 'Cause let me tell
Okay.
you, Liz, all over social media, and there are some stories going around about her, allegedly, whatever, that are way more. We should be talking about that rather than Alicia's feelings about her dad taking her home.
Right. Right. I agree. I thought it was very, very rude and hurtful. Like I said, again, you're invalidating. That was her experience.
And
You
it was an
didn't.
awful experience.
It certainly is. The comfort and the, that was your home, as a child. That's your safe space. That's, your stability, and it's ripped away.
Yeah.
I'm certain it felt that way.
Left your mother with not a dime. Like,
Right.
what?
Exactly. So it's not for her to chime in and have any opinion on. That was her experience. And I thought that was, I thought it was, I didn't understand why, other than, she felt like that's just not how it went down because of what they had. But you're right, Joey. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No,
she lost the
it
home
doesn't
that
matter
she
at
knew and
all.
loved.
That's
Right.
her story. Those are her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, what she said was 100% factual.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care. Because you know what? I don't care if you call it. Well, you know what? In the car on the way to my grandparents, we were homeless. You know what I mean? Like, her childhood home was like literally ripped away from her.
It was gone.
What are you worried about? We're over here talking about like schematics. Get out of here.
Agreed. 1000% agreed. Okay. And so then at this point, y'all, we get into more of Rosie does her piece about struggling with anxiety and people pleasing. And y'all know that Rosie wears Kelsey's nerves out.
We can see she's very mad about that Instagram or lack thereof Instagram post.
Yeah, it just goes deeper. I just think it's just Rosie's just. I think that Kelsey feels like she's just fake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, lies a lot.
And sometimes you just don't jive with everyone, and like that's okay.
Right. We said last week that we would assume they're close for an age, similar, you know what I mean? That they would be the two that you would think. Her, Rosie, and Ashley, Kelsey and Ashley are trying to build a friendship. But yeah, she just don't see it for Rosie. I'm sorry, she don't. Kelsey says that, by her even sharing this was like the first real thing that's come out of her mouth that she's heard from her. And of course, Rosie takes that as an insult.
It was an insult.
It was meant to be. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, so you're trying to imply that I'm fake. Yeah. And then at that point, we're on and popping. So then dinner wraps up. Rosie and Ashley are talking, and they're kind of like capping the conversation. Kelsey overhears them.
She didn't overhear them. She was eavesdropping.
Trying to be nice. And so she goes in for the confrontation, and here we go again. She's like, Rosie, you are lying about your life. You're lying about your career and how you lost your career. You are lying about your home, and you're exaggerating on how much you're adding onto your home. And Rosie's like, listen, I had a real health concern, a real health issue, which is why I could not work. Why I medically left. I know. When they showed, it wasn't like, I don't know that it explicitly named her, but there was a scandal. And then miraculously, she was let go. So, or she was no longer there. We'll put it there. She allegedly.
I just wish though, when Rosie jumped back at her at the table and was like, "That." Remember, Kelsey was like, "I was giving you a compliment." No, it was not.
No.
And like, I don't know. It really rubbed me like the wrong way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rosie is still second to the bottom on my list. Rula is the only person like below her. I don't like the gang up thing. I didn't like it. Like this week. I wish that more people had Rosie's back besides just Ashley. I really don't understand what Kelsey has again, maybe you just don't like certain people, but Kelsey was like really over like the top with it, and Rosie wasn't even doing anything.
I agree.
She was just like existing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's something, and it goes deeper than the Instagram, the lack of the tagging and whatever, acknowledging her on Instagram. It's deeper than that. There's just literally, she just doesn't like the girl, and I still would have thought, like you said, that Liz being the peacemaker or the one that would have said something, did not.
Or even like Alicia that like gets along with like
Alicia?
Rosie, like didn't really say any. I mean, I
No.
guess after like.
Well, after she crossed her, yeah, she's not gonna have her back like she used to. No,
But they hugged and made up like 5 seconds later. So I don't know.
They sure did. They sure did. I don't know either, but yeah, they don't see it for her. I don't know. So at this point, even Ashley, she's like confused, and she's just kind of like, why is Kelsey so fixated on proving that Rosie is fake, or she's lying about this and that, and why does she care? And I kind of subscribe to it too. I mean, it is a bit over the top. Rosie could not see Kelsey on her best day, so I just don't see why Kelsey is even bothered by Rosie. But y'all weigh in. Let us know what you thought. Pretty much that was the episode. There's no resolution. We know that Kelsey just don't see it for Rosie, and but we're gonna have a little more at that trip. Now we get to start seeing some teasers, some mid-season teasers coming. It's
it's something. Well, we know that Rosie versus Kelsey is
Kelsey continues. Oh yeah, that continues. Oh yeah, the confrontation continues.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, it's definitely worth continuing to tune in for. Yeah. I am loving it.
What shocked me about the mid-season trailer the most was that we see Rula's husband arrested in live time, which I assumed when all that came out on the social media after like the first episode, that would have been like either like a before filming thing or an after filming thing. I didn't think it was going to be during the season. Like that's crazy.
It is crazy. And I wonder if there was some sort of a hold on them being able to release the story because of the filming or what. But I mean, once a person gets a hold of the stories, you can't hold that back. So I don't get it.
That's what I mean. And like the news isn't going to be like, oh, we're not going to report on this, or we're not going to file like the police report until after filming. You know what I mean? It was definitely out there.
It was.
What gets me is this came out on social media this week that the mistress and the NDA had more to do with the fact that he made her a minority business owner in one of his companies, which I thought was crazy. And I recently read, I think was it today or yesterday, that it was like Rula that commented on it and was like blah blah. And I'm like thinking like what is happening? Like why? Which makes me think though, Joellen's right. He is trying to make Rula leave him.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Like there's just no other explanation at this point.
I mean, how much more can you humiliate someone? I mean, really?
But like the whole thing, because again, we saw it in like the mid-season trailer, tracking her, listening in, putting like listening devices. That is when you're the one having like an affair, super dark, manipulative, dare I say, allegedly, like abusive like behavior, which makes me like, look back at some of the scenes that we've already seen, and I'm like, is this why she like stays like so like in line? I don't know. Does she come off like a boss bitch, but maybe she's really submissive to him and like or scared? I don't know. Like it's really bizarre. It's really, and I'm sorry, he's nothing to like look at. Not
at all. But to your point, Joe, you're right. Like when he says, no, we're done with this. We're leaving.
We're leaving.
I mean, you could see where she was torn, where she wanted to hear what the ladies had to say, but she knew, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know. It's really, really weird. And I'm curious to see how this like plays out.
I agree. So yeah, y'all. Y'all slide in the comments and let us know what you thought about episode 6. And what did you think? Are you team Kelsey or team Rosie? What say you? on the new stuff that's coming out with Brian. Do you think that Joe Ellen's prediction is correct? Do you think he's trying to make Rulie him? Yeah, just overall, what did you think about the episode? Now, y'all, we're gonna get into our real Bravo Bestie breakdown of the other shows, where we don't do full recaps. We talk about just kind of what we thought of, where they're at, and what's going on with the different. Harry.
I mean, we just have to, I'm assuming, just jump right into Southern Hospitality, because
Gotta do it.
If you are not watching this, people, I don't know what you're doing. You gotta watch it. And the internet is on fire talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it like what I like is a lot of the comments I'm reading are people, everyone's kind of on like the same page. Like, we have to call it for what it is. It's not this microaggression. That's not what's happening. This woman is a racist.
She's a racist.
And the doubling down on top of doubling down, and her castmates, I'll be honest, way too nice, because they have given her second, third, fourth, fifth chances on camera to redeem herself. There is no redeeming.
No.
I mean, this week was no better than any of the episodes that we've seen previously.
Joey, how cringeworthy was it? You know, when
She's
you had Michael.
The same words.
Yeah.
Stalking,
oh God, yeah.
Threatening.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm afraid. I was scared. You know, why should I have to be? You know, he did this to me. You know, why is everybody come after me? You know, this man stalked me. You know, he was outside my door, and all of that is not even true. We have heard from multiple castmates that were there. They all refuted her story. Right. Every last one of them. Not one.
Right. No. Molly's like, I was in the room next door. I heard you clear as if you were in my room through the wall. Like, I was down the hall. I heard you. The whole city, the whole hotel heard you. It's just crazy. And you're saying these things to Michaels, your castmate, who is also of color. Like,
it's unbelievable, Joey. And you know what? And people are saying, well, you know, she's probably she's got some mental issues or whatever. She doesn't need to be on film. Look, let me tell you something, honey. Whenever she's had multiple opportunities where you had Jules, Brad's girlfriend, so eloquently break it down for her, who was actually a very good friend of hers, that, you know, really tried to explain what she was doing. It is evident that all that she is trying to do is rally the troops around her to have someone that agrees with her. And the more that anyone questions her and says, you are wrong, this is racist, this is wrong, do you know what you're doing to Brad? You know what these words can do to him? She goes harder, y'all. Harder. Which means there's nothing in there that remotely she does not care. So at this point, the only thing that's left to do is remove her off the show, off the network. A statement needs to be issued. I am incensed with Leva.
Let me tell you, she should have, rather than make a statement, the statement that she made, which, by the way, like, does she have like a PR team? The grammar was atrocious. She couldn't even understand what she was saying. Was she like typing it like while intoxicated? I don't even know. She should have said nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to what she said. Yeah.
It was so weak, you know, and you awful. Are in so many words defending Emmy or saying, you know, well, you know, the internet, y'all, this is so cruel. And, you know,
her mental health, she's getting threats, blah, blah, blah. Ma'am,
okay.
Are you confused?
Right. Right. Oh, and Emmy, you just haven't seen Emmy there because she can't work there because of all the threats. It's not, no, she wouldn't even say, well, you know, I'll let her go from Republic. No, absolutely not. No, I'm protecting her. I'm protecting her.
Right.
What? Keeping in mind, y'all, Leva has a Black husband and her son is Black. Okay.
Hello.
And Leva, you are Persian. Okay. Which makes you a woman of color. Okay.
It's honestly, it's insanity at this point.
I am.
Because I feel like people that were kind of like, whatever, Leva's response like infuriated people.
Oh yeah.
Like, we're looking for, at this point, the viewers are looking for just anybody
Anybody to come
to
out with a strong stance.
come out with anyone. I don't care if it's NBC. I don't care if it's Bravo. I don't care if it's Andy Cohen. I don't care if it's the lead producer from that friggin' show. I don't care who it is. Anybody.
Yes, but nothing. Nothing.
No, it's so insane. It's so insane. It's so insane. And it's honestly at this point kind of insane that all these people are kind of just like allowing it anyway. We all know that they might not agree with her, especially some of them. I mean, I think Mia and Molly have made it very clear where like they stand.
Yeah.
But like she's still invited on these trips. She's still part of like the group. I would be like, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not filming with you. I'm not going on this vacation with you. We're not doing this. You are not my kind of people. I want nothing to do with you at this point in time.
If I was Brad, I would absolutely refuse. No, she cannot be in a scene with me. I don't feel safe. Because let me tell you something.
You know what? That part.
Right. Because Emmy, y'all, that's a dangerous woman. That's a dangerous woman. And let me tell you, if I was him, I would insist, look, no. Every scene you see her, each episode, to include the last one, you see her sitting with, and they named the girl Lydia, or I can't remember her name.
Oh, yeah, from like the earlier seasons. I can't think of her name.
Yes, but she was Black, you know, and they were sitting there, they were doing yoga or something together, and she's telling her the same story and putting her spin on it. And
of course.
Right. But if you weren't there and you didn't know any better and you really thought that happened, though those words are inflammatory, if that's what happened as a friend, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm sorry that happened to you. However.
But you're also talking to a girl that already has a past with Brad and a little situation that didn't go well. She already has a negative connotation towards him. But like, that's like not an excuse. So you had one person that is only hearing your side of the story to validate your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else that's actually currently still involved with you is being like, no, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Like, that's like the equivalent of like, I'm not racist. I have this like one Black friend. Like, get out of here, girl. Get out of here.
Right. Right. And y'all, it really is disturbing. This girl is racist. And I believe, you know, and I don't know, so this is allegedly, but if you notice, she just she gets amped up even more when she talks to the fiance and the mom. So, I mean, and her fiance was right there. He knows she's lying. He knows. He was there.
Right. That's what I mean. You felt so threatened. You were so scared. Your man's in the room.
What does that say about your man?
Well, I mean, we all know. We all know about Will. I don't know.
Okay.
But like, this man wants to be like a lawyer. You're going to school to be a lawyer, and your fiance is on national television being a racist. Right. Not good for business, and you're not even in business yet.
Exactly, Joey. It's just like, wow. So for me, y'all, I mean, I'm watching it because I'm just waiting for them to take this chick down. I'm like, which episode? Where are we at? When are we gonna have to sit down when they tell her, yeah, this is your last day, wrap it up, bye? Or when the group says, no, you're not invited, and we watch further meltdowns.
I know, it's truly unbelievable. I can't fathom it.
And if I were Brad, there would be some ramifications. If you utter my name again, that's it. You're going to court. That's defamation. You are lying, ma'am. So, listen. Y'all weigh in because this to me, I am really blown away that it's not being handled. You know, I'm disappointed. Very, very disappointed.
I feel like people have been fired for like less. Like,
they have been.
Like, how fast they got Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doty off that show.
Like lightning.
Speaking of which, Leva coming out here being like, trying to do like the deflection. Oh, well, Lisa Vanderpump, blah, blah, whatever. Ma'am, are you confused? Lisa Vanderpump got dragged on social media for over a decade about not making statements about everything that her staff was doing and blah, blah. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's because now you want us to be on your side, Leva, as a woman of color, because you don't feel that your white counterpart got the same treatment. That's lies, first of all. And second of all, no, ma'am, we don't get to pick and choose. Don't get to pick and choose. No.
Yeah, the irony of that statement, huh?
Right. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It doesn't work that way. So y'all, yeah, it makes my blood boil. I will be watching this week, but I will make sure I take my blood pressure medication prior to the show. Cause just say your girl gets hot, mad, okay? Real mad. Joey, you'll get a random text. I know I watch it before you, and you'll be like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I can't wait to watch.
I know. Hopefully, I'll be able to stay awake for it tomorrow night.
I hope so, because I'm gonna be tearing it up, Joey. Yeah, y'all weigh in. Let us know your thoughts. We've heard from a lot of you guys. If you don't yet, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. But we had a really good conversation over there, and I was really, really moved and happy to see the plethora of support and the fact that a lot of you share our sentiment. We are outraged, and we want to see her off.
Yeah, and like God bless you. I mean, because now you're gonna be out there and you're gonna be racist in the DR.
Right.
Wild.
Very much so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how cringe was she? Cringe.
The thing
Just
is, like,
so tone deaf.
No, and the thing is, like, what she's so like blinded by her own bullshit that, like, and again, like, if I was Michael's, I'd be like, girl, we done, you know?
Absolutely.
But he sat down with her again and had like this very calm, very well-spoken conversation, trying once again to get through. And the minute he starts, she just will not let him get a word in edgewise, flies off the handle, gets all hyped up, blah, blah, and then just double, triples, quadruples down on the things she was saying. It's gross. It is so gross.
It is gross. And each time she does it, I get shocked. I mean, like, I'm not shocked at this point, but when I watched her get unhinged and start saying it again, like, you're doing it again, and then again, and again, y'all, it's crazy. She's this girl, like I said, dangerous. That's all I gotta say. She's dangerous. She needs to go.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pivot something so I can cool off a little bit. What are y'all thinking? We already have part 2 has aired of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Y'all,
I'm sleeping.
Oh my gosh. It is so bad. It is so bad.
And like the fact that they're airing it at the same time that we're getting like Rhode Island. And it's like these Rhode Island girls have brought more to our TV screens in 6 episodes than Beverly Hills has in the past like 4 or 5 seasons. I mean, it really is. It's just like despicable.
It is. It really, really is. And you think about the salaries these ladies are pulling down, and you're giving us nothing.
Nothing.
Now, I'm going to have to maybe give a couple of unpopular opinions. I got to do it, Joey. Got to do it. You know what? Because let me tell you something now. When I love you, I have to be honest with you. So I'm just going to be honest with my girl, Dorit. Okay? Dorit, I loved that you found your voice last season. I love a good unhinged Dorit when it is directed at Kyle. And of course, whomever that deserves it. But on this season, I am absolutely tired. You are rude, obnoxious for no reason. You've made cunt your every other word. That is foul.
I don't really get that.
Right. You know, it landed once.
When Erica was using it at first.
She was, but I mean, it landed once. And I think that Dorit now wants this badass persona because we were all like cheering for her with the whole cigarette and it was iconic. But so now you're leaning into that, but you've crossed the line from badass, find your voice now, stand up to Kyle, to becoming this obnoxious, pretentious, self-absorbed, non-likable person. I'm disappointed. I still cheer for you when you call Kyle out, because that part is true. Kyle did everything she could this season to rally those ladies together, to make them on her side. It's always like watching a 12-year-old slumber party when it's Kyle. She is a little girl in a grown woman's body. She does not like to be called out on her stuff. She can't take it. And I love that Dorit does that because it's high time someone does. But I don't think that Erica should have caught those strays. I don't even think Sutton deserved to catch those strays. Now, at the reunion, during the season, there were some things where I thought, okay, you guys are kind of acting on Kyle's behalf. I get it. But during the reunion, when Andy would bring up things like, for instance, when her and Amanda got into it on the night, which was the anniversary of her son's passing, and she didn't seem to pull it back at the dinner, but I felt like, okay, maybe because she was in the heat of, I'm going to confront her on what she said, that was hard for her to pull it back. But by the time we get to the reunion, I expected it to be, so you know what? I was heated. I wasn't thinking clearly. Yeah, it wasn't my finest moment. But no. I haven't seen any remorse for her rudeness, her lateness to things. She has an excuse. Girl, you are not the only one that has gone through a divorce. You're not. You're not. And the fact that and it doesn't help, and this is another unpopular opinion, that you have Bose in her corner that is blindly supporting her. She gently corrected her on, yeah, I'm concerned about your spending a little too, but if you got it, da-da-da. But Bose, you're losing your grip too. And the fact that when Andy asked her about being a CMO, when Amanda had made this statement and she was talking about how short her tenures were, and she explained that, yeah, in this position, they're short tenures. And Andy was like, are they? Because from his knowledge, all his CMOs that he's worked with were longer term positions. Now, takes nothing from Bose. Her resume speaks for itself. But when she went on social media and she addressed Andy, telling him to come to the front, this is, let me explain it to you and all that. I got where she was coming from, but what she didn't count on is it didn't land well.
It did not.
No.
It did not. And I get what she was saying too. I mean, it is like the same job title, but I think that they were talking about the job in like different aspects, right? Like companies have CMOs and that's great, but companies also hire certain CMOs if things aren't going well and they are there to turn things around. And then they do move on to the next company to turn that around.
Right.
But yeah, no, not received well at all. To be honest, Bose was received really well last season.
Absolutely.
Not received well, I feel like, this overall.
This season, period.
At all this season.
No. I mean, people are coming for her with Keely because that looks ridiculous. And they are just coming for her with, it's just this blind loyalty to Dorit. It's kind of like, girl, we liked you because you were authentically you. I would expect Bose to be the one that was okay to stand on her own and be like, Dorit, you could just kind of like dial it back a little bit, or girl, you were late. That was rude, or you know what I mean? Nothing.
No, nothing.
And she's not landing even well in the reunion. Her performance is subpar.
Bose, I know. Bose really brought nothing this season.
No. And so now, and I'm not a wayward fan. If I like you, I like you. I have a lot of respect for Bose. And I think that she definitely is a powerhouse in her field. And I'm very impressed by her. But let's be clear, this season, she didn't bring it. And God knows at this reunion, I'm still waiting. And I don't even know what they're going to do. What are they even going to do with part 3? Why?
I don't know. But you know what I hope for, which will never happen. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. I need someone to say sorry to Amanda because she, at this point, especially in like the reunion, well, I feel bad because I almost feel like she's kind of like shut off. Like she's like, I feel like she is a little bit internally pulling like a Garcelle where she's like, all right, well, I'm done with this. I'm not coming back. I don't need you people. But like the pile-on, again, like I said, I don't like a pile-on. I didn't like it with Rosie. We talked about the Newport trip. I don't like it with Rachel happening in this reunion. Like for them to harp on, you were talking about your name brand and your clothes, blah, blah. are you guys confused? I've been watching from day one, and 15 seasons of that's all of you, and that's all you guys do.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't understand why. So because she does it, you guys are having an issue with it? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
I just don't get it. I hate that. Again, I hate a hypocrite.
I do. I agree. I do. I totally do. Just like I said, the whole thing, just, I don't know. Y'all weigh in and let us know your thoughts on Beverly Hills. I'm not going to say I won't watch next season. Of course I will. But, you know, I have low tolerance. It's not a show that I look for. It's one that I may catch later on Peacock when I have time. And it didn't used to be that way. So,
I know.
Yeah, and I'm finding that more and more, which brings me to Atlanta. I know a lot of you are saying 17 is bringing it. 17 is bringing it. Pump your brakes. I will give you this. K. Michelle, I feel like, was a great addition to the cast. And I ate my words because you heard me right here on this very podcast, talking about how, dare they bring someone from Love and Hip Hop to Atlanta. When in actuality, K. Michelle was already established. She's an R&B singer. She's now trying to make her mark in country music. Talented, was known before that show. The show's whatever it was. And she's been on other reality programs as well. Not fair to say. And she fits right in with the ladies. She does. So for all of us that were, criticizing her, and God knows she will snap back on you. So I didn't put anything on X. I don't want to go back and forth with you, K. Michelle. Not. Respect. You were bringing it. No, really, she's interesting. She's someone that can hold her own with any of them, which is nice. Pinky Cole, y'all, she's also was well known in the space of, well known in Atlanta anyway. Well known, I would say she's well known. Her restaurant, Slutty Vegan, it's a big deal. She's an entrepreneur. She's popular, but all she seems to have is her bankruptcy as her storyline. But in the same breath, will tell somebody, I got more than you, honey. I'll slap you. I pay for cash. Baby girl, can't do both now. What are we doing? Are we 20 million in debt, or are we gotten cash to slap people with? What do we got? And the most formidable thing, because they are also on a cash trip, and Cynthia's headed up the trip. So I'm expecting, look, Sunday's episode was not bad. I'm with you. I'm not completely bored, but there are things I'm disappointed in. Shamia is not bringing it. I'm sorry, y'all. Shamia lovers. Her husband does not want to be on the show. I hope that's it. I hope it's just that he doesn't like her, because that's what it's giving. He does not want to be bothered, but I think he does not want to be on the show. She wants to be a housewife so bad that you can tell, and she's trying too hard. She comes off, her jokes don't land, they're corny. She borderlines. She far surpasses Portia in the whole lavish type behavior. The gift basket that she put together for Kelly's daughter would have made me cuss her out and get her out of my house. Slow class. How can you be the one that has all this amassed wealth, and yet you're the lowest class acting one out the bunch? You want your peach to be...
All right, wait. So I'm like behind. What was in this gift basket?
Oh God, condoms, champagne. I mean, their daughter's not even old enough to drink. She's like, oh yeah, well, get it out of the way. Go ahead, she may as well get it out of the way. You have condoms. You had all kinds of sexually explicit things for her to try. Okay, now listen.
Oh no.
She would be out of my house.
Yeah.
What? Was it for shock value? Maybe. Was it to be a little kiki, haha? Anybody that's a mom sure didn't think it was funny. I'd be like, I wish somebody would. What? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, oh, girl, you know what you do in college. Okay, but my child, wait till your daughters get that age. Is that what you want somebody to bring them? I just find her...
That's crazy.
I just find her... What Portia went through when she was first divorced from Cordell and found her way, and she got her body done, and it was freaking frack, and she was Princess Fotland, and it was fun and funny when Portia did it, because Portia can do that. Portia can do that. The campy little ha 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 ha. We're okay with Portia doing it. And Shamia was that too, but if you can't do both, you're supposed to be married to this wealthy HVAC or whatever entrepreneur. You live in Sterling Hall.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So what are we doing here, man? It's just gross. I don't know. I'm not with it. Kelly, she's trying too hard. She's coming for Portia every 5 minutes. And Portia is not even thinking about you.
After 15 seasons, we should know you don't come for Portia.
Right. Especially when, this is your second season, and girl, you got your own problems. You're bankruptcy too. You and Pinky right here. Y'all need to be best friends. And you're going through because your husband has now shut you down, so you can't film with your kids. So what you got? To call Portia Portia? We've seen that before. Enough. Yeah. Next.
And I'm sure that Nene Leakes and Kenya have called her way worse. So
right. So next, the highlight of that episode, guys, I will say, is at the table at dinner, the showdown between Angela Oakley and Pinky Cole. Angela ate her up. Everything from calling her tennis ball head to Papa Smurf to also doubling down, saying, girl, I could throw my hand, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people you owe. You're broke.
Tennis ball head.
Tennis ball head. When Pinky tried to say, I'll buy you a new lace front, and she was like, I know you're not talking tennis ball head. And I thought, you might want to throw a lace front on, Pinky. I was I don't know. All right.
And I digress, because I didn't love Angela at first. And you were like, no, trust me, give her time. She's like a slow burn. And let me tell you, she is funny.
She is.
And she's interesting.
She is. Y'all, and she didn't try hard. It's just her. I'm saying those reads flew out of her mouth with no effort. And you see Pinky all bothered, and her face is all scrunched, and she's trying to get it out there, and she even tells her to kiss her butt, turns around and proceeds to present to the ladies the flattest butt that and Phaedra had to jump in and say, she's a donkologist, and that wasn't giving donk, baby. No.
A donkologist.
I do love that when Phaedra. Okay. Because now she's got me looking at booties too. Because mine is a little lacking right now. Y'all watch your Wegovy. It will take your butt away. Just saying. Mine is gone. But I'll get it back. Squats will get it back. And a couple more biscuits. However, yes. So last Sunday's episode gave us that. I hope we get a little more, y'all. I know we're looking for any crumb that'll say Atlanta's back. So far, no, it ain't. It ain't. Go back a few seasons back when Nene was on, Kenya was on, Portia was on, Phaedra was on, Candy was on, Kim even still was on. And
oh my God. To this day, my favorite reunion of any show of all time is the season 10 Atlanta reunion, where they brought back Kim Zolciak and Nene and her going at it, and she's like, are you the parking meter lady? Where is your scooter? Where is it? I sometimes, if I'm just in a bad mood, or if I'm home and I'm not feeling well, I'll just throw on the season 10 reunion, and it just gets me every time. Every single time.
Me too. That is me and my daughter Bria's things. Whenever we are not at our best, feeling down, we will throw it on. Listen, y'all, and I still laugh out loud. It just never gets old. That's
season 10's my favorite, but then I don't know. I forget what season it was, but the other one where she's in that reddish pinkish dress, and she's so nasty and so rude. I said what I said. Well, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Those were the days. But I'll never get over my favorite. I think my favorite Bravo line of all time is "Where is your scooter?"
That is one of them. I have many. Nene Leakes. God, she will go down in history. They do not give her enough credit. I know they had their rip or whatever, but listen, she deserves all the kudos, all of the honors. That woman God, y'all, they don't make them like that anymore.
No,
They don't.
no.
They just don't. So, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear from y'all. Are you watching Atlanta? What are you thinking? Season 17, better than 16. I'll give y'all that. But what are your thoughts? What would y'all like to see more of? Because it's got potential. It's just not there yet. And I want to know, what do y'all feel about Shamia? Is it gonna be her last season? Because y'all, I don't know. And then, Drew, I'm not a fan, but I mean, Drew, she holds her own. I love
See, I
Cynthia.
like her.
I don't. She's messy. She's a liar. Hard to even know, like, what is she even talking about? Like, her new love interest, Black. They're supposed to be friends, but she's being all, sly about it. It's just, I don't care enough. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't care. So I don't know. They need to give me somebody interesting. K Michelle is starting that, but we'll see. We'll see.
But do you feel like K Michelle is like enjoying herself on this show?
No, I don't.
So that's like the big consensus I've seen on social media is they're like, you know what? She's interesting and we're gonna like lose her. She's not having fun.
I think I couldn't agree with that 100%. She is really appalled at the way these ladies go at each other. And I'm thinking though, girl, but you was throwing tables from hip hop. But what she's saying is she's not in that place anymore. So I get it.
Right.
I get it. She's evolved from that. So she doesn't want to come back. And she was excited to have this opportunity, thinking that, now I'm with some ladies that are more, on my level and now she's seeing some of that same disappointing stuff. So I get it. She's a girl's girl. She doesn't like to see women tear each other down. But I'm thinking, have y'all watched? I mean, you didn't watch the show, huh? You didn't watch any of them. Watch any of the franchises. They all tear each other down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's what they do. What they do. But yeah, I mean, anything else noteworthy of speaking on this week?
No, I mean, we could talk about it for like 5 seconds. We had like the finale of Ladies of London after like 10 episodes and started off like so strong, fizzled the F out so fast. I mean, literally the entire season was about Mark Francis fighting with like Margot. And like, to be honest, I don't give a flying crap about either of them. I think that they're two of the most uninteresting reality TV stars I've ever seen in my entire life. And if the show does come back, I wouldn't care if either of them are gone. I feel like we did not focus enough on the people that we should have focused on and that were interesting. Like, I want to know more about Martha. I find her absolutely like fascinating. I want to know more about Emma and this like life she like lives, where you're living on this, I don't know, tourist attraction with like a zoo, and like Diana Ross performed in like your backyard. And get in the car. It's a 40-minute drive on my property. Like, I don't understand anything what's going on. And I feel like we didn't even like get to like see her like a lot.
We didn't. No,
I don't even know what to say about like, the finale. It ended.
I thought the fashion show was cute. Lottie and Josh. I like the Canes. I want to know more about Kimmy, even though she pissed me off. But that's an interesting woman.
You know what? I agree. And you know what? She was annoying, but I also think a lot of it was just like the English culture. And I mean, I would watch her just for like the looks alone. I mean, she got a style all her own. I do find her interesting. Just keep your friend Mark at home. We don't
I know. Mark was obnoxious, over the top. I'm going to have to go with Margot's assessment, more of a clown. He did give off clownish gesture behavior. I liked him at first, but then I just started to see this is a lot of not good. I mean, it was giving Mean Girl, and then was also giving I can't take anything. If it's directed at me,
I've never seen anyone be able to dish it and not take it to the extent that he did.
I don't respect that.
I was hysterically laughing. I could not stop laughing when he was crying at Micah's like presentation or whatever. And he might be up there with like Kim Kardashian as one of like the ugliest criers I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so funny. So funny, and I hate him so much that it was glorious to watch. If you haven't seen it, people, go back, just watch like the finale, and just watch this man cry. It's hideous.
Yeah, you took me out of the cable. That was Joey Lee. He did look crazy, y'all. So you do gotta go.
It's like this, like he's at this thing about etiquette, and he's like this, like mouth wide open, like hyperventilating. It was like, what on earth is happening?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't know if he was crying, so orgasming, a little bit of both. I mean, it was like really just like atrocious.
It really was. Now that you mentioned it, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it so I can laugh again. Because I just felt like it's just no right to laugh.
I think that me and my boyfriend like rewound it like 3 times. We could not. We were hysterically laughing.
Okay, I love it. I'm gonna treat myself and do that tonight. I love a good laugh.
Was that not accurate though? Like
it's so accurate. So accurate. I was sitting there first, I was done. Like, is he just? I was like, good Lord, what a sight! Yes, honey, watch it if you have not. It's worth it. That is fun.
Even if you haven't watched like the show and there's like no context,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Cry in the beginning.
Watch it, y'all. Watch it. It's hideous. Worth a good laugh. Yeah. But yeah, so we wrapped up. We're not gonna get a reunion. Didn't expect that anyway. Whether it gets picked up for season 2, I'd say probably, but I don't know. They started off good, but I think they started to tank. It just didn't land. I mean, it just didn't have enough meat to keep us fully engaged. So
right.
And it happens. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got this week for Bravo T. Nothing too scandalous has come out. Sierra's still living her best life. She's getting her Ariana on. She's at the Met Gala on the red carpet. Love that for her. She also had, was it Vogue? Was it Vogue cover? I know she had a big People magazine spread, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. But she's everywhere. She's unbothered. And
she'll be on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. I mean, listen, I'm here for it, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Good for her.
You know where Amanda and Wes are going to be? Nowhere.
After this 5 minutes of Scamanda wears off, no one is going to care at all. And Amanda could never.
I know. Okay. I know people are probably going to watch for like Lindsay, but I would love if like no one watched like the spinoff.
I agree. I completely agree. And do you know what's so delusional? And I will add this. Amanda really thought that she was going to be the Ariana out of the group. What? People were going to side with her. She almost had it, though, before this little scandal, because people felt bad because Kyle was so terrible. But now you came out as you're the villain now, boo. Nobody's checking for you.
I know, sorry, that's right.
You're not that cute.
No.
You're not.
No, and yet Kyle living his best life now.
Absolutely is. He's everywhere.
Touring the country as a DJ. I mean, everyone's a DJ now, but I mean, he was just at Foxwoods, the casino in Connecticut, DJing at a club.
Living his best life. So I mean, that didn't turn out like he thought it would. And good luck, because Wes he ain't the one. But
you ruined your life over that guy.
For that, right? I mean, I even saw a clip on Humble Brag, Cynthia Bailey, and God, her name just went away from me. Crystal, that was on Beverly Hills.
Oh, Minkoff. Yes.
Yes. Saying, Cynthia's like, am I missing something? Because, she doesn't watch regularly, but of course now people are tuning in. She's like, Wes is not that cute. What am I missing? We're like, nothing. Crystal's like, not a thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
No.
None of us do. Don't know. But anyway. All right, guys. So, as always, thank you for watching. Please make sure you leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about all of the great topics we discussed the shows. You watching Beverly Hills? What do you think about the reunion? Atlanta. Want to know what your thoughts are on Atlanta last episode, season 17 as a whole. And Ladies in London. Did you enjoy it? Do you think we'll get a season 2? And then, of course, anything you got on Summer House, Scamanda, Let us know. And
are we finally going to get an apology from Emmy at the Southern Hospitality reunion? I'm not going to hold my breath. But
I guarantee you, because
that reunion, God bless everyone there, because when the fans start writing in questions, they're going to tear her up.
Eat her up. Now, unless I'm badly fooled, now, and I could be wrong, I guarantee you at the reunion, you're going to see some remorse. However, her lack of emotional regulation and unhingedness, the truth is going to come seeping out her mouth again. Watch, y'all. Just watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's uncanny. It is weird. It's something to see. Watch.
Right, because they haven't filmed it yet even. That was we would have seen like a scene chart or something. So by this point, I'm assuming she's hired some sort of PR crisis team that's going to coach her how to act and speak and say whatever at the reunion, which won't go unhinged.
Well. She won't. She's too emotionally unregulated. It's going to seep out. She'll go off script, y'all. Just wait. So, and we will definitely be back to talk about that. You can I'm thinking it deserves its own episode. Absolutely.
I'm telling you. It's that reunion is going to be something.
I can't wait. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, because trust me, we will be covering that reunion for sure. Yeah. So, all right, Joy, any last words for this week?
No, that's all. What do we have? Tomorrow's Beverly Hills Part 3. And tomorrow's Southern Hospitality. I'm going to try to stay awake for it.
I'm going to be like this. And I'll be texting Joey while he's probably sleeping. Joey.
10 p.m.'s late for a show to end.
It typically is for me, but I'm telling you, that show has me now. I can't let it go, y'all.
I know.
So, all right, guys. Well, as always, thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't yet, make sure you give us a thumbs up, like this video, and leave us a comment. And we will be back next week. So come back with us again, and let's do this all again, talking about the Bravo shows that we love. All right? Go watch some Bravo, guys. Bye.